Mona? Huh?
This is your chance.
What?
Your very last chance.
What?
Even the buds that are touched by the frost are trying hard to do something.
Yes, what?
It's spring.
Yes.
You have things to do.
Oh, yes.
You can do what you like.
Oh, Mona, no, I'm still a bit sleepy.
Tickle me, and I will tickle you.
Oh, that window was always stuck.
Excuses.
Oh, no, Mona. I'm sorry to say that you're not of our ilk.
I think it's just because you're afraid.
It's not because I'm afraid at all.
Then why?
Oh, it's the springtime is upsetting me, that's all.
First we live, then we die.
First a kiss to settle me, because I'm still a little bit sleepy.
John Joe.
Mona. Oh, God, no, the medals are coming. Oh, there's black and white, and rich and poor. A label on God, a label on you.
My suitcase is outside on wheels for away. On wheels for away on the puff.
Oh, Mona, you're no good for me at all.
Make haste, they're coming.
Oh, but where?
Away.
Away, leave. Always the answer. Oh, I have to put something in my bag.
Quick, or it will be your last springtime.
Oh, it won't fit.
They're here.
Oh, Mona, I don't know what to do, Mona. Is that a case of staying or leaving?
Quick, before you're 30, quick, get up. It's Monday morning.
Oh, Mona, no. Oh, God. Oh, what am I to do? Oh, Mona. Oh, Mona.
Harry, Lord, where's he going? With the hole all in his hand, and my good chair displaced, Harry, and threshed like that. Will you put down the good chair?
He was only playing, Mammy.
And will you replace the hole all?
Only playing, Mammy, only playing.
And will you cover your knees from frostbite?
Only playing, Mammy.
Only playing. Now, Fia, only playing. Disturbing the equilibrium, only playing. Off to America. That's where you're going, you liar, you rogue.
No, Mammy.
Leaving us here in the lurch, deserting your poor mammy and daddy and uncle that's good to you. Well, isn't that the gratitude now for you? Oh, that's the son I reared, that favourite one. I lavish with praise. Oh, the plans I had for his economy. That spotless boy of days of old who was good and always knew his place, and now is bad, if not worse, than the brother that's gone before you.
Oh, Frank. Poor Frank.
Well, I'd swear me oath that poverty isn't good enough for you. Even that hussy of a clotty, of a poetry, of a literature, of a stream, of a girlie working above in the back. Sure, she has your head filled with nonsense. Sure, your brains are scattered. Harry is foolish. But to think that our sweat is no thicker than water. Aren't we all right the way we are? And what had them of gold got to do with us, now or ever? Ah, let them afford their toothpaste and their cosmetics. Let them afford their love and their clean long legs. We'll stick to our own as we have down through the centuries. With the love of our own, and we'll keep it. Lord, deserter.
No, Mammy.
Traitor.
No, Mammy.
Harry, will you get up with you? Showing me up in front of these nice people. Sweet Jesus, Mary, Mother of God, are you getting up at all today? Harry, it's Monday morning. It's Monday morning. Huh? Harry, what kind of a fooling are you besides anyone else in the country? Do you know how long I'm calling you? Do you know what time it is? Well, are you that stupid from the lack of sleep? Amateur coming in at all hours. Lord to birth. All right, Chancho. Stay there, and don't get up. Take care what you think of others. Try mild in the head with you. The state you have been every morning.
have snow, Alec? Huh? We'll have snow, John Joe. Huh?
Very white you put on the blue one. Harry, leave it now, will you? Will you hurry on?
Morning, Mrs. Moore.
Good morning.
We'll have snow, huh?
Morning, Alec.
We'll have snow, Alec. Kiss me ears. Get up out of that, you whore. Oh, you're up. How are we off for tea, Julia? I haven't a grain in the house.
Harry, I'm down to the last quarter, but she'll take what she wants.
Well, there's only 11 more shopping days before I start drawing my first week's old age pension, huh? You're like the moon, Julia. Down to the last quarter. Well, thanks, Julia. The Monday mornings.
Could you say good morning to your uncle? Will you hurry on, will you? Come on, will you move? Couldn't you say good morning to your uncle, Alec?
Morning, Uncle Alec.
Harry, will you come on, John Joe? Will you hurry up?
Goodbye, Johnson. All to work, darling, now goodbye. Morning, tis indeed, lovely morning, tis, thank God. Saints be praised. Blessed be Saint Joseph and Saint Anthony. Oh, Mrs. Morton. Just heard Molly Byrne, the little poetry girl from the department, dragged back to the hospital last night. And now let a young girl give a German chance. Saints protect us. Are you heeding every word I'm saying, Agnes, darling? Silly little girl she was. But sure, I suppose the company. More interested in pictures and dance and then staying in nights getting on in the world.
Sure, what was the matter with her?
Oh, now, Alana, poor Frisht. Oh, mother of God, wouldn't it frighten a saint, not alone a little girl, to be pulled out of her own little bed and dragged away like that in the middle of the night? Oh, when they took the clothes off the screaming child, little she wore in those old knick-knacks that are worn now. Not a woolly vest to her back. Oh, they went further and opened her up. Oh, well now, Agnes, if you're not going to heed your own mother, you may go on home ahead of me and think again about what you're proposing to do. Not be standing there limp, doing the counters, munching. And the cradle. So when you get the urge to do a thing, sure God help us. But they say the hood around the ambulance never screens aloud before. And we all knew the Jew man, so was her boyfriend for the last 6 weeks. Oh, but then they strapped the poor babe down on their tables, and when they opened her up, oh, wasn't she red rotten? Cancer, my dear. Oh.
We'll have snow, Mrs. Smith, huh? The poultry girl, huh? Huh? It's quiet. Aye, but they're not above in the co-op either. People around here like the personal touch. They will chat across the counter. They are not up in the co-op either, sorry. Miss Quigley? It's a nice morning though, Mr. Brown. If Horn's van comes this evening and I'm not here, only take the one side of bacon off. Nah, there's no demand for it. The money isn't circulating. The driver of that van's a knot with hair and scare him. The money isn't circulating, sir. Was that Lipton's tea?
'Twas. Hey, Pat, how are you getting on?
Oh, you sonny?
Sorry to hear about your father.
Ah, sure, I know that. Everyone was sorry.
Sure. That's the way it goes.
That's the way, sonny.
He lived.
What?
Well, he lived a longish life.
Oh, he had 52, John Joe.
That's a nice coat you have on your pack.
What?
When are you going back to London, Pat?
Oh, tomorrow morning. I've enough with the knockers and craw thumpers after 4 days in this place. Is His Holiness in?
Oh, he's in the John at the minute. 11 o'clock is his time.
I was looking at that messenger bike out there on the way in. Oh, many's the trip I did in it for him. Remember? 17 and 6 a week he used to pay me. But he used to give me time off for going up to the church, for confessions and that. Pray for the Russians, Patrick.
Ara, he's all right.
If I was home in time, my brother wouldn't have ordered a coffin here.
And how do you like London, Pack, huh?
What?
Piccadilly, huh? Hammersmith. Oh, Camden Town for a good lie down. Oh, Hammersmith for dancing. Just they have great names on places.
Am I ever in London, John John?
No, but sure. I meet fellas like yourself. At home on the weekends or holidays, you know.
Ah, sure. You have a good job here.
£41, 7 shillings and 4 pence a week.
You used to call me Bags around here.
Jeez, what are you doing over there to be?
And you used to call me Father.
£43, 11 shillings and 2 pence a week.
Rags.
Jeez, that's great money, Pack.
Rags. But sure, isn't it a wonder you never decided to head off, like?
Sure, look it. I never had a wish to leave, you know.
I thought that must be it.
Is it company you want over there, huh?
Yeah.
Sure. I was up in Dublin one weekend with a few lads, and sure, I had every mind to jump on the boat and just say a whole lot.
Yeah.
I nearly did.
Yeah.
I nearly did, but, you know. But Pack, I mean, apart from the money over there.
Apart from what?
Well, what I mean is, apart from, you know.
Yeah. I'm surprised that anyone born and reared in this holy town to come out of a statement like that. But sure, they love the dead around here.
Patrick.
Malachy. I come in to settle up with you for the coffin.
No, Patrick, you know I'm not worried about that being. You know that now, don't you, Patrick?
Yes, I know that well, Malachy.
Nor was I ever worried in dealings with the Garveys.
Oh, except for the time when...
Dealings with the Garveys, sir.
Oh, but Mr. Brown, if we could
But
just...
wasn't it a sad journey you had to make?
Oh, it was.
It was indeed.
Oh, it was. John Joe.
Twas.
It was, sir. But he had a good life.
Oh, he had. Half starved and fond of the bottle too, Mr. Brown.
He was. Now, Patrick. You were always a joker. Always a joker.
Not a great personality man, Mr. Brown.
Always a joker.
But maybe he was ashamed of his suit.
Well, now, you never change. No, Patrick, your father, Bartley Garvey, he could take a drink, and he could carry it. And that was no flaw in Bartley Garvey's character.
Musha, poor old fucking rags.
Yeah, but you were doing well.
Oh yes, Mr. Brown.
Saving your money, Patrick.
I am, and when I've enough saved,
You'll come home,
I will.
and you will be welcome.
And I'll buy out this town, Mr. Brown.
Oh, you will,
And
sir.
I'll burn it to the ground.
We're all pleased you like England and getting on well, but I'm sure you're in a
Sure.
hurry.
It's a lovely country, England. And the bosses all pay great wages.
They do. That's good. They do.
No old hypocrites over there at all.
I heard that.
Sure, it's a great country. Great pagan people, the English.
Lovely people, we're told.
They mind their own business. And they don't call a man a fool if he's trying to enjoy himself in life.
Not many young fellas could afford the burial you gave him. And you'll be able to look after your mother. Well, we won't be delaying it, Patrick. I'm sure you've things to do. I'll just get the bill from the office. They can't say you didn't put a decent coffin on him.
I was afraid I might be talking, all right.
Tell me, Pat, is it really that good over there, huh?
Money to save, spend, send home, be independent, see them as they are, or do what you want to do with it. But first step, you mustn't be afraid to this place.
Sure, there's more to it than that.
Well, if there is, I'm sure it's too much for you. You didn't drop that in there yourself, did you, Mr. Brown?
No, packing up the bill.
Well, if it's that good over there, what are you so bitter about?
Do you remember the time, Patrick, when you used to caddy for me out in the golf links and the short little trousers on you? Did I treat you fair? Did I or didn't I always give you a tenner more than Simon Grace?
Like any sportsman, Mr. Brown, you like to find your ball in a good lie, always.
You're off in the morning then?
Never in England, Mr. Brown.
Oh, I was. Well, just a touchdown at London Airport one time. On the way to Lourdes.
Yeah. And your piles were never cured. Look at that now, and they say faith can move mountains.
Who's that turning the corner up there?
Oh, she never returned, no, she never returned.
Who's that turning the corner? Look out, Churchill.
What? On the ship that never returned.
Oh, a parcel, Tim, and a pair of those tight trousers. Harry, it couldn't be much.
What?
What does it matter? Who it is out there?
That'll be another parcel of clothes for Mrs. Quinn back the road. Oh, that's the stuck-up lady. Oh, that's the lady that's very grand, and the home she came out of. That's what that'll be now.
On the ship that never
Well, there's no point going round with your eyes closed.
returned.
More finery for the Quins. And sure, don't we all know that bills outstanding all over the country.
Said the fair haired boy
So she always paid me now any time I did her washing.
to his grey haired mother.
Regan. Sure, that's who that is now. Regan. He's gone. Regan. Coming down here 52 miles from Banagher, working in Learners. Isn't it latest delivery? Or you should know him, John. There's some kind of a pub in Banagher. Oh, but they're up to their eyes in it. £425 the Bureau have against them. Oh, sure that lad was drinking them out of house and home. The father asked him to leave. Small baldy little man. Oh, sure, the Bureau were down twice to him. I'm sure that old thing of her mother was doing the film star on it. Oh, they say she'll be the next to go. The old own shook. But sure, the father's bit with him into home. Oh, they say he was a soft old thing and never any good. Oh, P.C. Mullins and all.
That's a penny, I think. I found it in the gap. Oh, she never returned, no, she never returned.
Were you busy today?
No.
On the ship that never...
Packy Garvey came in to pay for the coffin today.
Harry Mush, the whole town was laughing and talking about the same Packy and what he said.
Still, he was able to pay a bill, cash, for a bill of nearly £50.
Oh, they say his money all right.
Oh, not many lads his age now, I'm telling you. They'd be able to put a funeral on for their parents. For his father.
Musha, it's all the same now to Rags what kind of a cask he's buried in.
Still, I think it's time we face the facts.
What?
They were calling us nicknames too, you know.
Poor Rags. Lord have mercy.
They call us nicknames too.
They do.
Oh, out there. P.T. Mullins. How are you, Michael?
Jingles! My God, this is the police.
Where are you off, then? Like Offaly.
Ah, yes.
Man,
Yeah.
any chance I could get a few bob?
What?
Ah, you know, just a few bob.
Harry, now, Chonjo.
Ah, come on, just 6 until, you know.
And there's 20 shillings in my pound, the same as anybody else's pound. And the rate's going up again next month. And sure, where's the money for that going to come out of? And the electricity bill again today. And P.T. Mullins will be round in the morning for the money for his insurance policy. Oh, not that I'll ever see a penny of that. Because I'll be long gone before him. And it's just me that's paying it and keeping it going these last 12 years. You can't have money if you're spending it. I never buy anything for myself, like I see other women do. And P.T.'s wife, with a new rig out on her every time she wants to go swanking it. And sure, I have the same 3 and 4 pence pieces, Sunday to Monday. And sure, he brings in nothing, except for a few shillings he gets now and again for digging a grave. All some girls is out to have a good time, and sure there's no use in the likes of us trying to keep up with them. And people only laughing at them, running around after girls, spending and lavishing money foolish. And P.T.'s wife abroad yesterday was saying, and sure I know who she was hinting at, that people before have had enough of society. I'm only giving you advice, John Judd. I'm only for your good. There's no one else cares. And not have people saying we're living beyond our means. There was 14 and 6 of available in classes again last week. And sure, I'm saying every week we'd have to cut back. And we will this week. There's too much buying of fancy soap and toothpaste and hair oil. Oh, believe you me, Mrs. Smith doesn't. And Jack Smith get £9 a week caretaking. Or sweet cake. Oh, that's the woman that'd make you wise. The fortunes that one must have stored away. The craters there and I seen your father brushing and scrubbing his teeth. And sure didn't they all fall out in the end? Here.
He wasn't brushing them the right way. Up and down, not crossways.
On soap or salt or bread so little or soot. Do you know, I was often told that. Here he's in. Put that in your pocket now. And don't lose it. And make it last. And be wise. P.T. Mullins doesn't let anything go bananas to him. He's not asleep.
It's a penny.
Oh, sure isn't that the man? A top member of his fidelity. There's a cup of tea there for you.
What?
Your tea is poured out.
Oh, me eye is sore.
Harry White was on the strike one. Or the blue one.
Which?
Harry, whichever you like.
Did you get the lid of that spraying can uptown today?
Sure, I wasn't uptown. And sure you couldn't go spraying today.
Bloody bastard biting hairs. Fine spraying can I give him and the bastard never brought it back. Fine no spade I gave him too and the bastard he stuck to it. You wouldn't get one leg in a day for love nor money.
Wasn't that 20 years ago? And what was it, only an old owl thing?
Was it an old owl thing now, was it? Would you get it today for £10, would you? Old owl thing, how are you? And Jackie and Smith abroad there, didn't you give him the cartwheel? The rim of it? I wanted to make a grate for the room in there.
Harry, your tea is there if you want it.
Oh, you're great. 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 There's no one good enough for you, you're great.
Are you going out? Well, go if you're going. And don't be staying out, coming home late, and let the neighbours see you coming home late, like always. Huh? I'll put in your bike.
Smoke, Daddy.
Ah, no thanks of it.
And call into your Uncle Larry. Keep in with him.
Why don't you go for a walk or something, huh? Springtime.
Sure, what would I want out? Are you going to come here to me a minute, John Joe? But you know something. Isn't that a lovely sports coat on you?
Ah, it is. It is.
Fine man, fine man. Off to meet her, John Joe, huh?
Goodbye, Jojo. Nice night now, thank God.
He's a young one with the whistling. Off to meet his banker girlfriend, Agnes. She's young. She's coming up in the world, huh? Says okay too.
Young girlies. Sure they can be no good in it. And they away from their homes. That pitfallings, darling.
Oh, she does. Out late, Mrs. Foley has the 4 shilling a week policy out with me, told me. And I've seen her room for myself. How many bottles would you say is on her table? She has perfumes and lacquers and lagers, I call them. How many bottles would you say is on her table? Go on, have a guess and I'll tell you.
I know my love by his way of walking, and I know my love by his way of talking, and I know my love dressed in his suit of blue. And if my love leaves me, what will I do? And still she cried, I love him the best, and a troubled mind sure will know no rest. And still she cried, bonny boys are few, and if my love leaves me, what will I do?
That was lovely.
Was I telling you, I had a letter from Mummy today. Jimmy is going to the uni next autumn, my young brother. She said she was glad I had a handsome boyfriend.
What?
That good-looking men are hard to find, she said.
You mentioned me in your letter.
Yes.
Oh God, what did you say?
Well, I couldn't tell her, could I, that we were engaged? Could I? Because you never asked me. Could I? No, I just said we were doing a line and that you're not too bad. Hmm? No, I said you were lovely.
Did you mention my,
What?
what age I am?
Why would I mention that?
I'm probably the same age as your mother.
That's not fair. You'd swear you were 45.
Very nice, man. Very nice.
Why can't you say it right? So it's grinning always. Haven't you seen them in the pictures, the way they say it? Daddy has a cold. Do you know what he said to me the day I came working here? Mona, he said, you get yourself a man now as handsome as your mother got. I'd say you and Daddy would get on well. I'd say you and Daddy...
Listen. What? You hear that? Someone. Listen. Step it up, Maggie, my fine daughter. Step it up, Maggie, if you can. Step it up, Maggie, my fine daughter. Show your legs to the country, man. My mammy love you.
How would you like tidy no? Leave the miss. Do be on the ball. Fly away and seek your fortune.
The miss, the doobie.
Yes, Gary. How would you like that?
Do you know, are you listening? You're very odd. I like it though. I'm walking out miles here always. That's where all our time goes. I like it though. Do you know, you're an awful bad corpse, John Joe. I was surprised. And I'm sure people don't really give a damn about us. And if some of them do, well, it won't affect me. I just feel sorry for them in their loneliness. You look nice with your eyes closed. What are you thinking?
You ever stay quiet?
Silence is golden.
A bird in the hay is worth two in a dance hall. I wish I was rich.
That's very unusual.
Do you know, if I was rich, the first thing I'd do is I'd give £1 million to me mother. Pay her off. I know I'm only joking. I'd be watching old people sometimes. I'm never trying to imagine if they were ever 15 or 19, in spite of the way things are. If I just knew that she ever was happy or had a moment walking through a field. If I just knew that, then I know I'd be able to do something.
Yes. Away.
What?
Away. An island.
No, what? An island? What?
An island. A desert island.
No. A hut.
A hut.
Yes. The hutting up the mountains. Trees, no people.
Me?
Room, straw on the floor, room to stretch, and the only light coming from the fire. Yeah, no turf though, no coal, none of that, no. A log fire.
And a dog.
No dog.
Oh, but...
No, you have to feed him.
Oh.
Clean up after him. No dog, no couch. One stool.
What for?
For the cat. And when not in use, for you to sit with arms akimbo.
What?
The name of the cat, akimbo. And the hut would be made of timber.
It's lovely.
Would you like to go there?
Would you bring me?
Sure, I'm not after asking you. I'm thinking of...
England.
Yeah.
When?
Soon, I think.
I'm ready.
Sure, I'll give you a shout.
I'd love to. But, I'm never really sure what you think of me, you know. And I know I say silly things. And I wonder why I say them, but they don't matter. Because it's what I feel, and I understand.
Well, frankly, I think you're great.
Enough said. Look at the time.
Oh, come on, so we must be off.
I know my love by his way of walk.
How are you now, John? Sure, very well, thanks. And how's England? Oh, very well, thanks. But it's America, and it's very well, thanks. And your address? Yeah, your address. My address? Oh, yes. 222A, Tottenham Court Road, Lower Richmond, Madison Square Gardens, Camden Town, Tottenham, SW6, USA. Oh, I made it! No pot lately shined, call the kettle black. Everything's pink, like the image of God. My rooms, my walls, my address. Look at it. No clutter, no trespassers jarring the trembling. Look at the first soft grass. Look at the bracken and the smell of the bog. And garden field wood whispering to Malai that I made it. Sure, Packy Garvey's not free at all. Or Frank. Oh, Frank. Oh, there's no flies on me. No bitterness, mind. Everybody's all right at home. No one had to die. She told me she smelt the primroses once. And her hair walking Clunaskra. God bless them, I say. Say it again. God bless them, I say. And was free with a smile. Obviously right for immigration. You see that box? Treasure. Gold. The big box. The bigger box. The biggest box. To be sent home to Mammy. 'Cause I'm of use now. Sure, there's nothing futile about John Joe. Nothing but reasonable, logical, sensible John Joe. Oh, and I'll have some peace now. Breathe in. Oh, there's Mona. 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 Oh, making a nice, clean, civilized, useful visit. I always let my wife knock 3 times just to make a point of my privacy. Yes, I'm happy now.
Harry, the state he has been every morning. Oh, Lord, isn't it terrible? It's gone 9. You're late. Late for work. Harry, sure. Late for work Monday. Oh, sure, we'll be later for work Tuesday. Oh, sure, that's the good. The high up that's doing game now. And P.C. Mullins having his work to draw these last 15 minutes. Lord! Where's the pump? Where's the pump? Harry, where the curse to tell is the pump? The bike is flat. Sure, the bike is flat. Oh, sure, it'll be me that'll suffer at the end of the week, trying to make ends meet. Are you getting up at all today? All right, stay there then. Stay there. Don't get up. And I'm up since 6:30, ironing and mending for the town. But you stay here now. Sure, sleep on. Sure, that's what everyone else is doing. Don't go to work.
Are you in trouble?
Ha! Ha! It'll snow! It'll snow! I'm not going to work today. No.
Here, Mrs. Moore, let me do that for you. He's late. Here, going in. Is he not getting up at all today? It's not punctured anyway. He's 20 minutes late now, sure.
Actually, the one morning won't matter.
Jobs are scarce, you know. Isn't he the diddling too? Look at the state of the mud gap. How long has he that bike? Huh? Last November, 12 months, huh? 16, 17 months, I knew that.
Thank God, now, thank the good God, a lovely morning.
Huh?
Didn't meet John Joe the boy, huh?
A touch of throat.
Huh?
The tonsils.
Sore thieves, they're crazy. Run for the red flag, let the road in peace, himself blessed, I understand.
How much state of that mud gap?
That's nothing, it's just a touch.
And the bikey. And this ain't up under the dresser.
No, sure, it's all right.
Tight for it.
I've scores of riches at home. I'll do that job for you.
No, thanks.
Good Agnes.
No, thanks, Agnes.
Are you sure I can do it now before I continue my rounds?
No.
Sure now, Rob.
Are you sure, Mrs.?
Thank you all now, but sure, he's planning to do a big job with himself.
Sure, we can't look after our own.
Well, not one to put a drop of oil in that jigger of a bike, and the whole town laughing at us, leaving it out in the hail, rain and snow. Oh sure, not one to do a blessed thing unless I do it myself. Well, others can relax too.
are you, Julia? How are you getting it? You know, I had a great longing all day yesterday for the taste of a nice young head of cauliflower. But I got into such a humour yesterday morning, I wouldn't place myself to come out and ask you for one of them. Cabbage and lettuce for the colour. Nothing like it for the roses in your cheeks.
Harry, that cabbage is too small yet. Sure, one of them wouldn't make a dinner for anyone.
Sure wouldn't two of them.
There isn't much of lettuce or anything out there in that garden.
Lettuce alone, she says, huh?
And sure, how could there be? And sure not want to mind a piece of garden right. Oh, but the good times are finished and done with.
Oh, the good times were done with a long time ago, Julia.
Persons high-skiting around the country while the fools keep slaving.
Oh, you work too hard, Julia. And the world is giving you no thanks for it.
And if the money isn't coming in.
It can't go out. You're right, on the oath, you're right.
And people only saying.
Aaron, now look, that whisker-roo of a bitch, Mrs. Smith, sure, she's too miserly altogether. I don't like her, religious or not.
And there's too much supplying of this and that and the other from the garden.
Oh, is Tom out there?
But maybe he's becoming like his brother. Sure, maybe we're getting on his nerves here. Sure, maybe he wants a holiday. Maybe he's thinking of going, leaving, or maybe he's... he knows better, I'm telling you. The soft times he has it here. And people waiting on him and hand and foot. Why won't you get home?
What's on you, Julia?
How's the shop, Alec?
It's fine.
Well, he's your nephew. He's the nearest one to you.
I'm not dead yet.
Or you go in and talk to him. And sure see if you work half a day itself.
Get up out of that, you whore! Don't be lying there and in the bed like Aggie can. I brought you a cup of tea. Oh, Lord. My legs is killing me. What was I saying? Why? Varicose veins. They'll go to my head if I'm not careful. That's what I said to the doctor. He said, no, I needed a support, a cane, he says. Would I hell let the neighbours round here see me with a stick? What was I saying? Oh yeah, was I telling him? I'll be drawing my first week's old age pension in 10 days' time. I'll be top of the wheel, boy. I'm glad you're in awful bad humour, huh? What is it? Is it the girls? Ah, no. Did your girlfriend throw you up?
Yeah.
You mustn't be any use to her, huh? Sure, you have to keep knocking an old tumble out of them.
Do you think?
Oh, but sure, isn't that what they want? You whore, you go away.
Alec, I'm thinking of going to England.
Yeah?
Well, what do you think?
Huh? Sure, it's not for me to think. Well, sure, I never thought. What's the point of me starting now?
Good morning.
Oh.
Is Johnny?
Oh, he's...
Will you ask him for the keys of my storeroom?
Oh, he's in bed, a touch of throat, the tonsils, Mr. Brown.
He's sick, he's sick.
Oh, he is, he is.
Well, I've a business to run, and if I'm employing him, I'm employing him.
Oh, yes, sir, yes.
There's a customer standing there now, and I can't tolerate this.
Oh, dear, customer, wait, Mr. Brown.
It's hard to run a business, if you know what I mean. In one day, out the next.
Oh, yes, yes, yes.
Do you understand?
Oh, yes, indeed,
Don't
sir.
you at it?
Oh, certainly.
And my staff should be.
Oh, staff.
I've always had a tradition among my
Staff.
employees
Employees.
to join certain societies.
Oh, yes, indeed, Mr. Brown.
Now, I'm not saying John Joe isn't a good lad.
But societies.
You see, an employer's obligation towards his employees, Mrs. Moore, if you follow me, to mould them. After all, if we are what we're supposed to be, a Catholic country, and if only the other employers in this town would take their spiritual obligations the same way.
Oh,
But I'm on to you.
Oh, sure, everyone knows all you do, Mr. Brown. And you'll have your reward, so you will. And sure, where would we be without the religion?
You see, Mrs. Moore, take up the newspaper any day of the week. And what does it say? What do you find in it? As plain as the nose in your face, in capital letters of black and white. You'll find it says what? You'll find it says times are changing. The world is upset. It was only last night I was saying to Mrs. Brown in bed, the universe is trembling. There's wars and councils and newfangled notions all about us. They're trying out untried ideas. Now, I says, what should be our role in this strange camouflage of things? She said nothing, but she thought about it. Our role, I said, is to be the anchor. We can and will be the anchor in this trembling universe. We'll stick to the guns God gives, and when they're through with their pints of order and pints of disorder, we'll still be the same. A shining anchor for them up there in the sky. Times are changing, but the money isn't circulating. You understand now what I'm saying? And it's the reverse of that is what we want. The reverse of that is our ideal. There's men like myself, Mrs. Moore, paying out high wages, and we have all sorts...
£98 a week, Mr. Brown.
John Joe.
What staff are you wanting? Myself and the messenger boy you get in at the weekend, is it?
John Joe.
I join the Sodality, or Legion of Mary at my own free will if I want to.
John Joe.
It's a well-known fact, Mr. Brown, that you came into this place, what? Without a shoe on your foot. Huh? But you came up fast.
I know what people are saying about me.
And it wasn't long before you owned your employer's shop as well.
I was left.
And he was broke.
My uncle in America died.
Ah, what right of you to be preaching to me, you know.
£1,400
What?
left.
Why would you be preaching to me?
I was left 1,400. Ara, listen here.
No, you listen here.
I don't have to stand here listening to you.
So what are you standing here for then?
My keys.
What are you standing there for then? Huh?
Your job.
Jesus, Joe. I can earn $7.10 anywhere in 1958.
You're only a dreamer.
Banagher, you can stick your job and your rotten onions and your stringy sausages.
Oh, now he's lost his job. Now he's lost his job. I knew it. I knew it. Oh, sweet Jesus, Mother Mary, isn't it terrible?
Aaron, now do you think?
Oh, Jesus, isn't it shocking?
Listen, do you think for 1 minute that old Hoover Brown is all the holiness he makes himself out to be? No more than the others.
Oh, stop it, Alex.
Stop. True for John Joe.
Oh, the whole town will know. And the priest.
Aaron, what?
Father Daly will think we're a nice crowd.
Father Daly.
And Father Daly after getting them the job.
Aaron, look, isn't he only one man?
Oh, stop it, Alex. Well, are you satisfied now?
Are you satisfied now?
You should be. Armadon, yeah?
Watch yourself now.
Oh, stop it.
I'm telling you now, so I am.
Oh, stop.
Watch yourself now.
Stop, stop.
So I am.
That cabbage won't be right for 2 weeks, but the scallions is nice, and the lettuce. And help yourself to the next salad.
Well, where are you going?
Well, where do you think I'm going? I'm going down to Father Daly to break the news before someone else does. Ah, Jesus, Mary, Mother of God, it's terrible.
It's too small.
Well, hello there, Swanee River, he said.
Michael.
I just saw your boss fuming up the road. Not a salute from him. Point of information. What can the matter be at all, boy, says I to myself. And all this lovely spring sunshine about. And I came to the conclusion, by God, says I to myself, the hemorrhoids must be in a state of turmoil.
What has you out tonight, Michael?
I'm delivering lingerie. That's what I'm doing. That little fart of a messenger boy is out sick again. The flu be jingos. And I'm missing me tay. Delivering 6 pair of knickers and a double-line raincoat to Miss Agnes Smith. What can she want them for, says I to myself. Or can her look have changed?
Going to stick it, Michael.
Could this be her truth? You didn't.
I did.
Well, you didn't.
I told him I can earn 710 anywhere in 1958.
Fair play to you. First of all, Colonel Morgan. I always knew you were that sort of a man. Lock her, Basil, or she'll dike you. England for you now then, John Joe?
Yeah, London.
Well, London town. A touch of the wild colonial boys, me jingles.
All I need now is a suitcase.
Ah, nice little portmanteau.
How much are the suitcases up in your place?
Ah, she don't want to go buy one. They're from 1911. I've an old one and a two home. If you know what I mean. Up she flew and the cock kicked her. She'll do me a turn. I slip one out of the store for you. Now, I won't get a chance till tomorrow. I live in Intimary beside Gavin's pub.
You won't forget now, Michael?
No. Here, I've got to deliver these articles to the queer one. You're an awful man, but I always knew it. She's far from the land, but she can't swim a stroke. You think would she give me the tea? You're an awful man. Oh, G-man.
Well, is that so? Well, now, confidentially, I might as well tell you, I never had much interest in the football myself either. But listen to me, I preached 10 sermons at the Women's Fidelity to go to a coursing meeting. Thank God, John Joe, for the greyhounds. And you left Mr. Brown?
Yes, Father.
Yes. He has a lot of customers, hasn't he?
Yes, Father. Well, towards the end of the week, Father, yes.
Yes. He can be a bit exacting, demanding to work for John Joe.
Yes, Father, yes, he's a bit like that, all right, Father, yes.
Though a decent man. Oh, decent man. He takes a great interest in the town. Great. There was a boy working for him one time, and he couldn't agree with Mr. Brown at all. But one day, he threw his apron at poor Mr. Brown, and he wasn't 2 hands higher than a duck. What said the little lad to him? I put me fist through you. A little lad that size. And is he hard to work for, John Joe?
Father, he's not the easiest. And sometimes he's not the easiest, Father.
Well, is he like that? What age are you now, John Joe?
I'm nearly 30, Father.
Well, are you? Well, are you? Well, I never thought that now. We'll soon have to be getting married. But maybe you're looking after that side of things yourself, what? I hear you have a nice young girl. What age is she?
I'm not sure, Father.
Is she 21?
She could be, Father, yes.
I wouldn't say she is now. She's a bank girl, isn't she?
Yes, Father.
Well, aren't you the little tootler? She mustn't be long left school.
Oh, I don't think so, Father.
No. A young girl. But I'm sure she's a good girl. Yes, very young. Well, I happened to bump into your mother yesterday. Decent woman. Hard-working woman. And yes, well, I'm thinking Mr. Grace might be in need of a good man in his place. What day is today?
It's Wednesday.
Wednesday. Yes. I have a bit of business to see him about in a day or two. And yes, I'm sure we'll be able to fix up something. Oh, before I forget, there's nothing bothering you, is there, that you might want to hop over with me?
Oh God, no, Father.
Oh, good man. That's good, good man. Young men, John Joe. Well, without mentioning any names now, there's a certain man in this town. And I remember well indeed I do, having a chat with him one time. And what's this he said to me now? Oh yes, this town, he said, is like a graveyard, with walking, puss-eating corpses, and fat maggots jumping from one to the next, looking for muses. Wasn't that a good one? No rhyme nor reason to anything. He said it straight out to me. That was about 10, maybe 12 years ago now. And when I meet him today, I always remind him of it. And do you know what he said to me? I had no sense of humour in them days, Father. But I said to him that day, had he really tried to understand the place? His parents did. Wasn't I born here, he said. But as you know, and as I told him, that isn't enough. Sometimes a person kicks against something, maybe one solitary thing they find wrong, and then they set up barriers to everything else. Young men, John Joe. Well, I said to this man, you'll try again. But I tried, he said. You'll try again, I said. A good honest try this time, mind. Look around you, I said, for the good things. And I said, have a sense of humour. The sense of humour's a great thing. That man is earning anything up to £11 a week now. I know that for a fact. And he's good to his mother, a dutiful son. He got married, when was it? I think about 3 years ago now. A nice girl, a good, sensible girl. And yes, if I'm not mistaken, something in the dressmaking line. Yes, something like that. But I'm telling you too much. There's lots of things here could upset a man's life. Graveyard wit. Wasn't it a good one?
Yes, Father.
Well, you'd be surprised now if I told you who that man was. But I won't tell you. All a person has to do is try. God knows there's lots of things wrong here. But I wouldn't exchange those trifles for the horde of evil that exists in the outside world. Don't you agree?
Yes, Father.
Yes, of course, of course. And do you think you understand the town?
I don't think so, Father.
Oh.
Sometimes I think everybody's mad.
Sense of humour, John Joe. See the good in things. All a person has to do is try.
I tried, Father.
Now do you see what I mean? Isn't that what the other man said to me? Isn't it?
Yes, Father.
Once more now. A good honest try, will you?
I will, Father, I will.
Good man, John Joe. That's the spirit. And maybe now, if you want, you might take the pledge. It'll be a great start.
No, Father, no. I'd only break it.
Not another word about it, John Joe. I have great faith in your word for refusing when you feel you're not ready for it. Well, there was nothing else bothering you then?
Well, Father, there was one thing.
Yes.
It's a bit silly, Father. Well, Father, do you know the way a cat has kittens? And, well, the kittens get older, and they leave home for better conditions. And if they stay, well, they get in between their mother and father and become opponents of their parents. And you see, the kittens, well, we're all animals. And, oh, it's a bit silly, Father.
You leave the cats to the women, John Joe. Get a dog for yourself. Man is made in the likeness of God, not in the likeness of your kittens. A nice little poke out of Garfield, that. Well, there was nothing else then.
No, Father, no.
Good man. Well, I'll see Mr. Grace about that job now. Oh, weren't you going out when I arrived?
I was heading uptown to collect the...
Well, maybe we could be walking up together.
No, Father, I'll leave it till later on, Father.
Well, you'll remember your promise now.
I will, Father.
Good man, John Joe. Good man. God bless you now. God bless you now.
How are you, John Joe?
Peter. Nice evening, Peter.
Tis. You had Father Daly in to see you today, huh?
Yes.
Nice man. Shrewd man. Fond of the money, though, huh? I remember years ago, he was out after us in the wood with a flashlamp one night. Just used to have a stick in them days, I think. Huh? Do you think will the weather keep up to you? I've a locky in the last year's turf still in the bog, and I was hoping to get home on Friday.
Want a hand, Peter?
But that'd be great, huh? Come here. You didn't hear anything about the parcels and the presents, the clothes that the Smiths is getting, did you? You didn't hear anything about Agnes getting married, right? Huh? Did you? Huh?
Good sleep last night. I didn't hear you tossing or turning. Harry, don't go dirtying your clothes now, John Joe. Don't go dirtying yourself. And don't go splashing your clothes now.
Saint Christopher, the patron saint of travellers, Saint Christopher.
Morning.
The divine Chanjo. But a prayer to the Blessed Virgin is worth 20 times the others. Hasn't she the right ear of God? Isn't she his own mother? Prayers.
Mrs. Smith? Mrs. Smith? Isn't it an awful dangerous thing to be doing?
What, Alec?
Scratching your backside with a broken bottle. Well, do you know what it is, Agnes? But your mother is getting more sprightly looking every day. Must be the religion. Carelessly elegant is what she is. Oh, sure. You were always a good-looking family, too. I and yourself, Agnes, on the oath. Fine girl you are. Am I right, John Joe? Oh, God bless. Kiss me out.
A prayer to St. Jude for you, Alec.
A prayer to St. who? St. Jude, did she say? Sure, isn't he the patron saint of hopeless cases? No. And I always thought she was only a nudramon, huh? He doesn't make too many mistakes at all.
Why don't you go out and sit in the sun first? Leave Alec alone today. And not have strangers wondering why you're not at work.
Sure, I'll go back and see what Daddy's up to.
And don't go dirtying yourself now. Don't go dirtying yourself.
Good day.
Good day, ma'am.
Would you be Alec Brady?
I am.
Alec Francis Brady?
Who am I talking to?
Oh, I'm a pension officer. You're a very young-looking pensioner.
Oh, no, sir. Me daddy had the same nice shape in his jaws no more than myself.
Are you sure there isn't another Alec Francis Brady?
Well, now, there could be. My father now, along with having the nice jaws, was a randy old night scout.
Well, we have a report about you here.
What? A report? Yeah?
Is this your shop?
Oh, it is. Woolworths.
But you made no mention of it in your application for the pension.
Huh?
It's a question of the means test. You didn't declare this source of income.
Oh, well, sure, my father's memory now, no more than my own. What did it mean?
We shall have to look into the matter, of course. But I'd imagine that despite the shop, you will qualify.
Huh?
Perhaps we could go inside and fill up this new form.
Sure, the shop is only company to me.
This new application form.
The shop is making nothing. Sure, that's why I didn't enter it.
I can see for myself it's only a detail, but...
Who told me?
Oh, I can't. Nobody, I'm sure.
Who wrote in about me then?
Only a detail. But rather than having too much delay in your receiving
Mullins,
that
wasn't it?
it would be better.
Who knows everyone's business, huh?
To straighten it
Well,
out.
the whore! The informer's breed, the git!
Let's go inside, Mr. Brady, and fill up this form.
Well, wasn't it Mullins, huh? Wasn't it Mullins? Haven't I right? Wasn't it Mullins, yeah?
Who's Annie shouting there?
Did you sow them potatoes?
Huh?
A new job won't stop him going.
With an aching heart, I be down with you. Always away. See the whole raging for the shores of every day.
What was that rumpus about earlier?
Go out, Alec. Talk nice to him. Comfort him.
What happened?
Well, how do I know what happened? A stranger called, and did ever a stranger bring us good news? What?
Well, Alec, she said I get it. There'd likely to be a delay, but I get it. They have the good knocked out of it for me now. They have me crawling at last. Bet you don't know where they're making poachine, huh? Under the guards' noses, in the middle of the town. Pension officer was here. The means test. They didn't declare the shop. What? I'm waiting for Mullins. Mullins? Aye, him that told on me. Ah, not at all. Oh, nice neighbours, and I never did anything on them. Sure, how do you know it, huh? I'd give Mullins a belt in the head with a stick if I could. but he'd have you in court. Them are his ways. It's at all, Alec. It was probably just a routine checkup. Routine checkup. No, none of the neighbours around here. Routine, me granny. Neighbours around here are all right when you're down. But if you have anything at all, you can't die quick enough to suit them.
Oh, we lads. You all right to come to the pub with me in the morning, John Joe? Huh? You're looking well, Alec.
Sure. Isn't it time for me, huh? And I'm nearly 70, huh? You pension age.
You're a great man for your age, huh? You had a visitor today, I heard.
Oh, I had, yeah. She was an educated woman.
Yes.
Oh, she didn't have the ignorant ways.
Yes.
Oh, I explained the situation. I told her all my people are decent, respectable people.
Yes.
Even if my mother herself wore the shawl going to mass. None of them, says I, ever informed to the soldiers one time for 23 shillings and got the leg shot off at Danny Kelly. And none of them ever did the queer thing to the hunchy-back girl from Clunchy before they had to marry the horse-faced one out of Ballinasloe. Aye. And none of them ever had any trucking with diseased old hens with the pip or the pox or whatever you call it. Doing the Dublin merchants with the spring chickens. None of them ever had to go to court either for talking about football to the fishman. While the other fellow was sailing the herons out of the back of the van. Aye. And none of them ever had to... Not wishing him any harm. Not wishing him any harm at all now. But may the two legs drop off of them. That kind of thing is no good at all. Man, the house. You heard, Julia?
I heard.
Routine checkup, he says.
Yes.
I wouldn't worry at all about
And what's this I hear about you? Giving Petey a hand at the turf.
Well, you see, I just said
I just said it. Well, aren't you the generous boy? And that curse of God thing I see you do round your own house for I don't know how long.
I was following your advice.
Oh, I've looked wet, pulling and dragging myself for peating. For any of them, anyone, any of them.
I was following your priest's advice.
Oh, they'll get by, that Peatings and the Smiths. Oh, they'll get on all right without you. But us,
Stop that talk.
oh, they'll all continue to laugh and scoff at us.
Not at all.
Us.
What are you talking
The
about?
way we are. All that laughing and scoffing.
Just shut your mouth! Shut your mouth! Shut your mouth!
What are you saying to me?
I was just trying something new. Remember that time, Mrs. Smith? Remember, you were sick. Mrs. Smith gave you a hand, remember? And the other time, Peter Mullins sowed the garden for Daddy when he was sick. Jesus, what are you talking about?
Look, Julia, I'm not that upset about it.
You were better to us than anyone, Alec.
What is she talking about? Alec, what's on her now?
What's on any of them? Sure, it isn't the first time to try to do me harm, you know. Oh, no. Sure, one time they were trying to make out that I was one of the boys that goes after boys. Not that I minded that. But the priest, Father Daly, he came to see me about it. Only a nipper at the time. I told him the truth. I'm not, Your Reverence, says I. But I have all the same thoughts and dreams and urges as any celibate in the country. I was too late in learning how to speak my mind. There always too many wheels spinning in my head. Huh? No, all I needed was two. One to say yes, one to say no. I was fond of the girl too. Oh, I forget what happened. I remember her name. I wanted to see Dublin, just for a visit. I'm sure who'd milk the cows. Sure, I was well into middle age before I realised my father was here all the time. He could have been. Sure, between one thing and another and them old whores watching every hand's turn I made, I'm the way I am. Stuck out in that lonely old shop for the last 30 years. But sure, don't I be cracking jokes for them? Am I not wanting to? I don't like them. If I was a young man again, what's that got to do with me now?
I'm the richest man in town, but the humblest.
Ha?
Yes, yes.
But the humblest, sir.
Willie!
Toodler. Did you bring the scalpel, Malachi? And the lancet?
I have it, Brendan.
Congratulations! Congratulations for being the great Christian and holy moreover people ever since 432
AD he's talking about.
Ever since that golden year
When St. Patrick came to Ireland.
Look at all the things that have happened. Look at all the people called Paddy today.
And I remember the time
AD you're talking about.
when people were buying cigarettes by the two.
Yes, yes.
And now they're buying them by the packets of 10.
Did you think of the cotton wool, Malachi?
Jesus, I forgot it!
Please, John Joe, please.
Ha?
I love you. Oh, how I love you. God, how I love you. So will we, please?
What, Mona?
It's gone.
Hide!
Buy the packets of 20.
Yes, yes.
And buy the packet of 20, son.
You're so virile, strong, compatible, wise, salubrious, spring, and adjacent.
Just a second. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. Ah!
Will you marry me?
John Joe!
Oh, God, Agnes, don't hurt me! Oh, stop! 1, 2, 3. It's only a dream. Isn't it?
There's Daddy. Ask him for my hand.
Is this your father?
It is, didn't you know?
Oh, I did, yes. He's a very nice man.
Ask him.
Will you give us Mona's hand?
People don't know how well off they are.
Yes. Yes.
Well, I would be honoured if you would allow me the holiest of wedlocks to your daughter, Mona. In anticipation, reply at your earliest convenience to John Joseph Moore, youngest son of Tom Moore, gravedigger.
Can you feed her in the way she's accustomed to feeding?
£98 a week? Certainly.
Have you money in the bank? Are you well talking? Are you a mass server, choir boy, in the Legion of Mary? Are you a teetotaler, non-smoker, non-consumptive, and free the palsy? Who are your people? I say, who are your people? Any blue blood, red blood, sheep's blood, black blood? Any insanity in your family? Have you a communist in the cupboard? Have you a car? And what are your chances of promotion? Do the neighbours see you going late to Mass on Sundays? Any priests in your kin? The Newtmen or foreign missionary types? Any doctors, lawyers, teachers, vagabonds, blackguards, idiots, jailbirds, fiddlers? I say, any jailbirds? Have you been to Uni, Bowbing or West Point? How many letters have you after your name? Have you a gas cigarette lighter? Did you shoot Patrick Pierce? Do you know what on a card means? Isn't your mother a washerwoman? Is your father a Greek scholar? Are you a genius? And who will make a suitable speech on your side of the family at the wedding breakfast? At the wedding breakfast, sir.
I am not John Joe Moore!
Oh, John Joe.
Dreamer, dreamer.
You did it very for yourself, John Joe.
John Joe.
It's only a dream, Mona! Mona!
Listen, what are you frightened about? Them are only the superficialities. Listen, the real issue, I tell you. There was a man in this town once called St. Patrick. And what's this he said to me now? Oh yes, you can go to hell. Or you can go to heaven. One or the other. Stay or go. It's entirely up to you. Wasn't it a good one? But woe, says he, to the fooling that goes to Holyhead, way oh, and leaves himself behind. Let the blackguards go, but let him not go that should stay, and let him not stay that should go. For merely I would say unto that man, verily, oh, watch me, look and behold. I have a bag here for his soul, for he'll have to leave that behind him. We insist on that. Hand it in. I have a few nice ones in it already. Ah, the soul is not something to be bandied about in any old way or in any old place. Manchester, for instance. Oh, before I forget to tell you, did you see that fooling Paddy Garvey the other day? Back from England, looking for his soul back. You can't have it, I say. Why didn't you hand it in voluntarily at the start? And it might be a different case. You know the rules, I said. So there's no use looking for the impossible. Come back in 40 years, I said, and we'll see if something can be done for you. Off with him, his tail between his legs. Well, you know what brought me back. You'll do the voluntary thing
John Joe. And you'll reap the benefits of that policy. And you'll feel the lighter for it.
Oh, oh, no! Ah, 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 ah.
Turn your back, you. Don't be so curious. You're all right, Malachi. Didn't I tell you? Look the other way. Off with you. Off with you.
What's on you? Are you dreaming? It's only a nightmare. Are you dreaming? Will you go back, you spit? He's all right. Are you all right? Will I get you a drink of water?
Dreaming, is it?
Go back, you to bed. Are you awake right now? Harry, I thought when I heard the roars you had some kind of a pain. But that's your nerves. So you're not sleeping right these nights. Stay in bed for yourself tomorrow. And you shouldn't be reading them old books I see you lying around. So your eyes are sunken back in your head. Will I get you a hot drink? Will I get you another cup of water? Will I have you a headache? Will I get you some pills?
What time is it?
Ah, it should be near striking 4. I heard 3 ringing a while ago and 2 before that. Are you too hot? I took an extra blanket off our bed last night. I thought you might be cold. Did I tell you? I bumped into Father Daly after his visit here the other day. Well, he praised you up to the moon. Do you know, he told me that he had the highest respect for you and for your word. Oh, he's all in all now with Mr. Grace, and he'll get you in there, and you'd be secure if you minded. He asked about your brother Frank, and sure I had to tell him that we had a letter from him the other day with $10 in it. I don't know. It was a sad old day for poor Frank. The day he went away. He knows the difference now. $8 is all he ever sent home here. I'm sure that's not even £3. I'm sure he'd like to come home. And if I had the money myself, I'd send it to him. Or he'd send it to me if he had it. He was good once. But the company, he didn't know what he wanted. Argued, not content, fighting. He put a lot of bad ideas into your head too. Sure, you couldn't tell him he's done jail. Sure, he'd only be shouting around the place, shouting, whatever the matter. And you can be sure all the neighbours knows all about Frank, and they're not seeing the postman come near the house ever. And the people living abroad only sending home the bad disease out of the paper to the people living here. So you're not thinking of going away. that Mr. Grace has a fine hamper to be staffed at Christmas.
You know slippers.
Harry, what would I want slippers for? And it is only the foolies going astray, going back and forth to England. Sure, everybody knows that.
Sure. You have to have something.
We do. We all have to have something. But you will be all right. Keep in with your uncle. He's old now, and he's upset about the pension. But sure, he'll have to give up one or the other. The pension or the shop. Or he thinks he will. He's frightened. Twas me that told him. Oh, God, it was you. Try and fall back to sleep there now. I have few bottles inside the crates. And I give you some of it tomorrow. And sure, I'll scrape it up somehow when the time comes. Are you all right now? Say a few prayers for yourself now and have a sleep. Good night now, Joe.
Are you all right, John Jovi?
I was glad you showed up tonight. You didn't tell me where you were for the past few nights. Felt like ages. Do you know, you are a very bad court, John Joe.
Yeah.
Did you think any more about going away?
No.
Are you feeling sorry for yourself or something?
What?
Do you know what Jimmy said to me once? How confronted Daddy and all. We were sitting down for Sunday lunch. Jimmy was only 11 then. But he said to me, Mona, he said, I notice you have very good childbearing hips. I was mortified. I was only second year at school then. And
School for young ladies with fat bullocks. Fat bullocks, I said, mind. They're Daddy Eddie's bullocks, and for £100 apiece. What about myself and Agnes Smith with thin chickens in the backyard, huh?
And my best pal at school. I want to talk to you, but how can I with this atmosphere between us? And I have to say something, anything, the first silly old thing that comes into my head to break it. It's childish. I'm certainly not a child. I know what I want, and I've no illusions. You must make up your mind. I know it's not because you're afraid. If it was that, I wouldn't be here.
Oh, thanks very much.
Well, we can't keep talking about
No, we can't keep talking about it.
Well, that's all you're doing. I've made my decision.
And all I do is talk.
Yes.
Oh,
Well, do you think it's any easier for me?
look, that dress. Can you enjoy it?
What?
I can't enjoy this sports coat.
I know, I understand.
You don't. Do you feel guilty for every sip of drink you take?
I know what you mean, but...
No. Do you walk outside your front door, take a deep breath, into your own street?
Well, don't start feeling sorry for them.
Not seeing corny pictures of them. Martyrs. See? Do you feel that?
Are you boasting or complaining?
What?
There's a train out of here on Monday morning.
God, you don't understand.
I have money.
Sure, look at it. I have money too, you know. 3 full shillings and a sprazzy. Do you wish you could be poor for me, huh? Yeah, you're very nice, Mona. You're very nice.
What's wrong with being nice?
Ah, you're very nice. Ha, that Mullins. Jesus, them Smiths. I'd love to kick the daylights out of them.
We could hitch.
I don't understand. Do you feel guilty for every cigarette you smoke? Sure, till I know that, how can I do anything, huh?
We could leave.
Oh, it's not a case of staying or leaving. It's something to do with the likes of Frank and Patty, who left. And then the likes of Mullins and Michael and myself, who stayed. There's something to do with that. How do you feel about that, huh?
I think you're wonderful.
Oh, yeah, but sure. The grave digger's son, he has high notions, he has. Oh, yeah, sure, maybe that's what's wrong with him, huh? Huh? What are you crying for?
I'm not crying.
All right, so. Okay. Fine. That's it.
You want to get rid of me, don't you?
Yeah.
Well, that would solve half your problems, wouldn't it?
Ah, exactly. Yeah, let's end this romance. Sure, it's ridiculous. Sure, maybe all the people will be happy around here now, huh? Come on if you're coming.
I hope you don't ever do this to any girl again.
Ah, for Christ's sake.
Well, I wouldn't give in.
You don't know anything about it.
I'm willing to take a stand.
What do I mean to you? Huh? Sure, what do I mean to anybody else? Only me mother. Sure, what good is that? I've had this love with dozens, hundreds of girls. You mean nothing to me. I don't feel guilty about it or nothing, huh? You're the one who approached me one night. You're nothing but a silly, stupid bitch. Poor you could be. Ah, sure, what means anything to you, huh? Mummy, big farm, daddy. The priest plays golf with daddy. The bishop knows daddy. And sure, where does John Ball's Joe fit in, huh? for favour's pity, huh? Ah, yeah. You'll have a nice little ha-ha at this in a few years' time. In love. In Jesus' love. Come on if you're coming.
I go first. You don't want to be seen walking me home. They might leave me alone now too.
Well, isn't this a nice howdy-do, Agnes? In bed at 3 o'clock on Saturday afternoon. Oh, but sure, coming in after dawn, dancing above it in that lawn, and Tommy Ryan's car, a crowd of Marine broke down on the way home. Oh, look, he doesn't know if he's dreaming or not, Agnes. Agnes is off today. Didn't she keep it a great secret? Ah, your poor mother.
I'm going to Dublin, John Joe, to get things settled up. And then I'm going to America, Boston. I came to say goodbye.
I told her mother you'd take her case up to Ferguson's. Oh, your mother's heart will be broken.
Will that be okay, John Joe?
'Twill kill her.
I'm getting a lift to Dublin in Ferguson's fruit van at 4:15.
Ah, 'twill be the death of her.
I'm 28 years of age, Mrs. Moore. Well, bye, John Joe.
Get up then and bring that case up for her. Well, goodbye now, Agnes. Agnes, Agnes. Take care of yourself. Come on, will ya? Harry, will ya?
What can be the matter with the man at all, I say?
No, Michael, no.
Has he any consideration?
No, Michael, you let me down.
Does he want me jabbers to get me the sack for nothing? Has he any what they call spirit?
Michael, you let me down.
I let you down. Well, be Jane. Well, be Janie Mac tonight. Well, aren't you the nice one, anyway? Did you call to collect it at the appointed time and place? And I snuck it out of the store for you on Wednesday morning. And haven't I compromised myself forevermore with Mary inside in Gavin's hall, asking her to conceal it till you collected it? What did she be wanting of me in return? Would they have to give her me all? And it was lying there all day Wednesday, all day Thursday, and all day yesterday. And big ups when I came in for a quick one this morning and discovered it was still there. What? What if it was uncovered by him? What if my boss was in having a quite grand demont with Michael T. Gaff, talking about Southeast Asia, and Michael T. having an understandable hatred of cockroaches, sees one scorching along the bottom shelf. How about that? Bends down, mallet-poised. Hello? What's this little portmanteau doing here, Mary? A portmanteau, says my boss, interjected, having an understandable interest in suitcases. What? Sure, I could have been arrested in chains. Oh, be Jenny Mac tonight, says I to myself. Get it out of here lively. You get no satisfaction from John Joe Moore. And I stuck it back into its own little nest inside the store.
No, Michael, you let me down. What? I took you as a man of your word.
What's coming over you? Are you going the way of all featherheads?
Look, I'd be halfway to London now if it wasn't for that case. I took you as a man of your word, Michael.
And I took you at yours, because I thought that you were earnest and knew what you were about and would do something. That's what I thought. And would a little fart of a suitcase stop you if you ever intended to make this gesture? No, I said. And I'm the fool to believe in anyone. Did he ever intend to leave, I said. No. He must want to stay here. Now that's the long and short of it, John. I'm telling you. Up on your bike, Josephine. I'd better push off. If the fella says, I'm sitting well in order, smite the sounding furrows. Hey, me mother will be out with the lantern. What does the clock say, Michael, son? Oh, the cow says moo moo, mother. And the duck says quack quack. And the clock says tickety tock. I'll see you tomorrow. For my purpose holds to sail beyond the sunset.
Oh, not so early coming in.
What's this doing here?
That's a new board to put a sign over the shop. It's yours now.
What?
I asked you straight out, since you and him in there is asleep. But you don't deserve it. Father Daly was here. He wanted you to call down to see him when you got in. Oh, but sure, I'm sure he'd like to see you now at 1 o'clock in the morning.
What does he want to see me for?
And you got stranded above in that lawn last night, did you? And the car you were travelling in broke down, did it? And you couldn't get home. Having the priest called the house twice in 1 week, in full view of the whole town. And he's the man you expect to get you a job.
I never asked him to get me a job at all.
Standing outside the front door talking to me for 20 minutes. And Peting mullets.
Peter.
Oh, standing in the shadows, watching and listening. Oh, Peting had his laugh.
Peter is his name.
Staying out all night with that Streeling above your back. Oh, yes, that own shop.
Girl!
That own shop. And sure I seen her myself, walking out the Dublin Road with the young school teacher, linking him out the Dublin Road. Oh, but doesn't she love you? Didn't I see the letters in your pocket addressed to Mr. Brown's shop? Doesn't she love you?
Yes.
Oh, doesn't she love you?
What's wrong with that word?
What's wrong with that word? Oh, wait till Father Daly gets his hands on you.
What does he want to see me for?
What does he want to see me for? You're rotten, that's what. A nice way for anyone to be carrying on. Rotten.
What's a nice way for anyone to be carrying on?
And Joe Ryan with another levager, and his name ballyragged all over the country. And he having to turn around and marry his filthy, dirty streetwalker on Saturday night.
And that's what I was at last night, is it?
Are you going to tell me you were dancing above in that low?
No, I'm not going to tell you anything. Because yourself and the neighbours and Father Daly have it all worked out for themselves, haven't they?
Well, I'm finished and done with you. Slaving away here for you. Only eating half enough myself.
I never asked you to be slaving over me at all.
Will you keep your voice down?
What do you want of me?
I don't want anything from you. Will you keep your voice down and don't be getting him up?
Daddy! Daddy!
Will you talk quiet?
Daddy! Daddy!
Oh, your father then. Oh, your father. Your great father. Don't be getting your great father up.
Why is it you, though? Why isn't he down here talking to me, huh?
Do you want to wake up the whole street?
Why is it you? Huh?
Oh, shout then, shout. Oh, sure, give the neighbours more to laugh and rhyme about. The Morans. Oh, the Moranies. The Moranies.
Cut the snail-head Morans. Dig a cold bed, the Morans will bury the dead. Is that what's annoying you? That ignorant talk. Childish. No worse than your own.
What are you saying to me, Tonjo?
This house is filled with your bitterness and venom. Jesus, you can hardly breathe in that street. I don't know how it all happened. Whether it's badness, or whether it happened 100 years ago, or whether it's your ideas of sex. Now, you listen to me, will you? Listen? Are you listening to me?
Oh, the neighbours.
What?
Getting them up to their windows.
I put your mind at rest once and for all what the neighbours know on here. Then, maybe we can talk.
John Joe!
Can you all hear me better now? You don't want you missing any valuable news?
Will you come in and talk with disgracing us?
Mrs. Smith, Jack Smith, are you in position? Peter, Mrs. Mullins, Alec, pay heed now, listen. We don't want you missing out on any valuable news. You saw the priest here tonight, and no, it's not about a job he's trying to get me at all. No, I spent all night in Bogarty's hay shed with a girl, Australine. She works up there in the bank. Oh, I had my wicked way with her, and it was lovely. Tell everyone now, do you hear me? We had flower bags sewn together for sheets. Oh, Mammy asked Alec for the shop today. She's £1.3 put aside for rates. Oh, and sure we know that Mrs. Smith doesn't use a sheet at all. Did you know that, Mrs. Smith? We know that from the time Peter Mullins climbed in your back window, because it was the only room in the house that he hadn't seen. He said it was lovely and clean, but he wouldn't give you twopence for the sticks of furniture you had in it. Oh, and the rig out that Mrs. Mullins had on her there last week. Ah, sure it's only a cast-off. Sent over from her sister in Seattle. Bought off one of those Jews for 38 cents. We also know that she doesn't sleep with Peter anymore. It hasn't for a number of years. Now shout out, come on! What other valuable news do you want to hear? Oh, I think I know from Frank, me brother Frank. Yes, done jail over in America, 14 months. Oh, and fighting the policeman. Oh, say a prayer for Frank. You also know Mrs. Smith let Agnes go off today with only £5 and her ticket. Sure, we all know she has £582 in the post office and in her own name. Another thing I know. The shop boys in this town, they don't like taking 2 shilling bribes or any kind of bribes for writing down 1 shirt or 1 pair of shoes on any dockets, huh? And we know Peter Mullins' job isn't secure at all. Something about broken confidences. But everybody knows everybody else's policy, huh? Oh, and something else. Egan's up the road. Came here with nothing. Set up a successful furniture business. And they closed all their accounts in town today. They're bringing all their shopping to Galway, 14 miles away. And sure, is it because they're stuck up? Oh, come on. What other valuable news do you want to hear?
Oh, Sacred Heart of Jesus, will you get him in?
Didn't you start him off?
Oh, will you get him in? Will you get him in? And don't tell me what to do.
Janjo!
Mrs. Queen. Yes, Mrs. Queen up the road. She buys sweets for her children by the box. By the box, you know. Isn't she grand? Despite her children going up and down the road, getting free sweets and chocolates in exchange for information. Ah. Oh, come on. What other valuable news do you want to hear?
Janjo!
What other valuable news is, huh?
Come in, come on in now.
Oh, do you want your cartwheel back?
What?
Here, Jack Smith, my father wants his cartwheel back.
No.
Are you sure?
I am.
Well, we're well and truly disgraced now.
We are a disgrace.
Oh, drink all slobs of porter, worse than the tinkers.
Oh, I'm sober.
And that other drunken sleeper, Mike Offaly.
Mike Offaly put me straight tonight.
Are you satisfied now?
Here. Wait a minute now.
Well, are you satisfied now?
Are you ready to talk now?
The spectacle you made of us before the world. Oh, now they know all about it. Oh, now they know all about. Oh, and now poor Frank. Now they know all about your brother Frank.
Oh, Frank, the way we are. We are a disgrace. We are badly off. But sure, there's people out there, they're trying to do something about it. And sure, they're not getting any help at all. And there's others out there, they're happy, because we're proof of their fortune. And then there's others, like ourselves, like pigs, happy and glorying in it, like maggots feeding on this corpse of a street. Wives and husbands up and down the road, the poor eating the poor. Oh, not content with the hardships of today, and the poor mouth whining about yesterday as well. Begrudging, backbiting, hypocrisy, smothering and slobbering in some cunning 19th century way. And you thought you'd keep Frank here for that?
Well, you better follow your brother, if that's what you think.
You drove him away. Jesus, Paddy Garvey's not happy at all. Oh, it's not a case of staying or leaving, or forced to go, or forced to stay. Oh, it's not being able to make our minds up for ourselves. Sure, we're rather half-men away or half-men here. Sure, how can we ever hope to do anything, huh?
Well, if you're finished talking, you can make your own free choice now.
We're not forcing you to stay.
You're not forcing me to go either, are you, huh?
That's another sleepless night for me. I'm not going to get a wink.
Well, you better stay there, then.
mothers.
Ah, isn't it a lovely spring morning?
Virgins, craters.
Oh, Yanni. Get whatever papers there is to be signed. I'll sign them. I know you're grand, Alec. Sure, if you're willing to pay me, I might give you a hand in my spare time. Maybe open a grocery or tobacco department. Do you know, people are walking a quarter of a mile for their groceries.
Good morning, Alec. Morning, John Joe.
Morning, Peter. Do you know, I might knock that wall in there as well. Let the counter run the full length of the house. But sure, maybe you're too old. Sure, a poky little hole of a shop like yours. Sure, might be good enough for you. Certainly not good enough for me. Yeah. Do you know, I go uptown now, look for a job. Well, go. I will. Well, go. I will. Might open a bank account with a young girl I know as well. Aye, and here. Get your own board with you. Ah, no. Ah, no. Ah, the whore.